Hello LEGO fans, welcome back to another video. CW Bricks here, and today we're going to learn about World War One. Now, in World War One, it started from 1914 all the way to 1918. And I'm going to tell you all about how it started and how it ended. And this is how it started. Before I say who started the war, I'll tell you about a little bit about why, or not why it happened, but all the new technology that they had. New technology. Now, their technology were rifles that you could place ammo inside instead of putting a ball inside and trying to put it down there. A cannon which you can reload and then fire. Reload, fire, reload, fire. And then you had, I'm trying to think, then you had ships that weren't like cannon ships. They were just kind of like the cannon, like I said, the artillery fire. Now, when the war first started, it was started in Austria, which the Austria king was Franz Duke Bernhard. Hope I said his name right. Now, he was the Austrian king. Now, he wanted to parade in this place near Serbia, which, by the way, he wasn't king yet, he was the prince, but he wanted to parade it there with his wife, and some policemen were right behind him. You'll probably see why. But since there were people trying to assassinate him, they tried to do with a bomb first. They lit the bomb, threw it out, but it didn't hit the target. It hit some policemen, which didn't really start the first war. Now, since France, I'm just going to call him F, since F couldn't really go, well, after he heard about this, he wanted to go check up on the officers. They took a wrong turn, and there was another assassin there, the same assassin that threw the bomb. And he brought out a pistol and shot at the prince and his wife as well, which, once the actual king of Austria knew about it, he was pissed. Basically said, "Hey Serbia, why did you kill my son?" Well, Serbia's like, I don't know. It was a bunch of people who wanted to assassinate him. It's not my fault." So he talked to Germany, saying, "Hey, hey, you know how we're teamed up? Yeah, could I invade, or could I, attack, no, not Austria. Could I attack Serbia?" And Germany was all for it. And once Austria said to, frick, I just forgot. After Austria said to Serbia, hey, I demand you to do all this. If you do all this, there's going to be a war. Once Serbia said, no, I'm not going to do that, war happened. And that was the start of war. When people first heard about it, they thought, oh, it's going to be only for about 22 weeks. 22 weeks, and then it ended 4 years later. So starting from there, all the way to November 14th, I think, 1918, that's when the war ended. So, I'm going to make a part 1 of this, but just letting you guys know, this is only the first part. This is where the first part is going to stop, or not stop, it's going to begin, and then it's going to stop once I feel like it. So we're going to go year by year, so it's going to be 4 parts. So first year of the war. First part of the war was when Germany started to, go to France. While Austria and Serbia were attacking each other, Germany wanted to go to France, to go to Paris. And this was the Schlieffen Plan. It was to go into Belgium and attack France, and once France would be gone, they would definitely go to Britain, and then Britain would surrender, which he would probably go back to Russia, take over Russia, and he knew Russia wasn't really a good country, so he's like, it'll take him a few years before they actually do start this war. And once he went through Belgium, he started to attack, which the Allies Britain and the French said, "Look, Germany's gonna go through you." Belgium said, "No, he's not." Then a couple days later, Germany goes through Belgium. Wow, it's not like that's gonna happen again. Uh, and also another thing is that what also happens is that once he goes through, he was actually, I think, about 13 miles from France, which is crazy. It was until they started to, it was when Germany and the people started to not retreat. Germany was charging as the French and British were not. And once they started to attack, Germany started to attack back, which made them dig down. And there was a gap which Germany made. And if the French and the British went into that gap, it would surround Germany and attack them from behind. So they tried to protect that gap, which kept going around until they made to a river, I guess. In which that's when they started to make trench warfare. Trench warfare, if you don't know, is when you dig a very big hole, which is about if I'm standing up. So let's just stand up with the background. So this is how tall I am. The trench would be about maybe this more higher than me. Maybe it would be maybe like this more higher. So from there to my head, there would be a helmet. Maybe it'll be this big for my helmet. So you're walking in like this big trench, as many more people are with you, and with the conditions of rats and poison and disease and everything, people still made a life in there. So now we're gonna go back to Russia, which Russia finally joined the war in 1915. Before I say 1915 about how Russia joined, I'll definitely tell you guys this last thing before I end it. Germany actually, they were the people who were attacking, like I said. But the only thing though is that they were they started to use artillery, and same as the British and French, which let's just say it didn't really go well. I mean, it did go well, but trench warfare also was you send a bunch of people, and as machine gun fire goes onto them, they would send more waves and more waves, and it was either one until the enemy position would win because of it, or if the Allies got into their trench, and it would start again. So the Germans made another trench and another trench, which that meant they had more trenches. And with that, it was basically a stalemate. Both sides would do waves on end, and they would die with stalemate. So, and you would only get a couple of meters before having to go back to your own trench because of a retreat. But like I said, the Russians joined, and Germany was scared, and they had to send troops back into Russia. That's the end for part 1. Please like and subscribe for part 2. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if I'm able to get to 1,000 subscribers, I would be happy to make another video. But next video is 120 subscribers. So if I get 120 subscribers, I can make another one, part 2. You guys have a good day.